In this video, I'm going to take you through a 10-minute osteoarthritis workout that doesn't require any equipment at all. So it's just going to involve bodyweight exercises. I have 5 of them for you. We're going to do 2 rounds, 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. First exercise is going to be a squat. It's always a nice cue from a technique point of view to have a chair behind you, because that is where your bottom needs to go. So it's very much a hips backwards movement, and we're going in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So when you do a squat, you should be able to see your toes on the way down and on the way up. One really common error I see is that people do this straight away, so knees come over toes. If you have kneecap osteoarthritis, is a really good way of making your knees a bit sore, because that increases load going through your kneecap joint. Not necessarily harmful, but it can feel a bit uncomfortable. Stop there. Okay, next exercise. It's always good to get the whole system involved. We're going to get the upper body working, and we're going to do a wall press. So a press up against the wall. I'm going to start off with hands sort of shoulder, just past shoulder width apart and about shoulder height. And we're going to come forwards and backwards. Take a step closer to make it easier, take a step further away to make it harder, off we go. So it's always good to include a little bit of upper body exercise if you have lower limb osteoarthritis. You are not a knee or a hip, you're a whole system. And if we can keep the whole system happy and healthy, then that will be good news for your lower limbs as well. Well done. I can't see the timer, so it looks like we've got a couple left. And stop there. Well done. Okay, next exercise is going to be a split squat. So it looks a bit like a lunge, but we're not coming forwards and backwards. We're just staying in the same place. What we're going to do is round 1, we're going to do one side. Round 2, we're going to do the other side. It is a down and up movement. So I need to remember right leg is the one at the front to begin with. Now work through a range that feels comfortable. Off we go. Hold on if you need to. You can even hold on both sides if you really want that bit of extra support, because it's a bit scary or a bit uncomfortable. So even if you do 25% of the range, that's fine. But the idea would be over time, you can go a little bit lower. Typically, this is one that people find tough. It involves a bit of balance and coordination. Stop there, well done. But it's a really functional exercise. So one thing that people find challenging if you have osteoarthritis is getting on and off the floor. That exercise will help you do that. Now, next one is going to be marching on the spot. So we're just going to march on the spot like this. Very simple, but a little bit of rest from the strength and a little bit of cardiovascular to get the heart pumping, get that blood flowing, get that body temperature up, off we go. So you can do really small ones, you can work harder and get your arms and legs pumping a little bit higher. If you're feeling really brave or possibly saving it for the second round, you could do a very small jogging on the spot if your symptoms are happy for you to do that. It's all about personalizing exercise if you have osteoarthritis, because we're all very different. 2, 1, stop there. And what works for somebody might not work for somebody else, and vice versa. So last one in the first round is going to be a hip hinge to the chair. So tiny bit of bend in the knee, nice straight back, and then you're just hinging from your hips. You're going to touch the chair, come back up. You'll probably feel this in lower back, and then a little bit in the hamstrings, and then coming back up, straightening through the knees, straightening through the back and the hips, and off we go. So nice straight back. If you did find that you can't feel much happening because it's a bit too easy, you can get rid of the chair and then you could hip hinge all the way down to the floor. Well done. A few seconds left. So good one for hamstrings, back of the thigh that is, and lower back. And stop. First round done. Obviously this workout is not about using equipment, but with that exercise, if it was too easy, you could also add a little bit of weight. So back to the beginning, we're doing our squats. Chair is there as a cue if you just need a reminder of where your hips need to go. If you don't, it's absolutely fine. You're just going to do a normal squat, working through a range that you feel comfortable. So we're already a few seconds in. Well done. Keep up the good work. Hopefully everyone's getting a bit of a puff on at the moment. Maybe not as much as me, given how much I'm talking. We've got 10 seconds left of this one. If you do find this workout helpful and you don't feel like 10 minutes is enough, you can always stop there. You can always press play again when you get to the end, and then you've got a 20-minute workout that you can use to try and improve your osteoarthritis. Now, next exercise was the wall press. So that was our press up against the wall, hands, shoulder, just past shoulder width apart and about shoulder height. And we're just coming forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. If you did find it too easy, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Then you just need to take a step back, or feeling really brave, you could just do it on an incline. So kitchen surface, dining room table would do the job. And if that's still too easy, you could do half a press up, so a kneeling press up on the floor to begin with. Well done. Still got a couple more to squeeze in. And stop there. Well done. Okay, so the next exercise was the split squat. We did right leg forward first. So we're going to do left leg forward this time, holding on one side if you need to, holding on two sides if you need to, and working through a comfortable range. You can do 25% of the movement, you can do 50% of the movement, you can do the whole range if you want to. The point is, 3, 2, 1, that although exercises may sound scary, squats, deadlifts, lunges, split squats, they all may sound like exercises that are too difficult if you have osteoarthritis. My experience is that the majority of people can do them if we regress them back to a level that is appropriate for the symptoms that they have. Well done, and stop there. We're going to do marching on the spot. 9 times out of 10, there will be a level that we can regress back to if we play around with the variables, reps, sets, load, range of movement, support. There's loads of things that we can change and adapt to make it easier for you. We can normally regress it back to a level that means you can do it. That's important because it's all about conditioning your symptoms and your system to do the things that you're struggling with. Next one is marching on the spot. Off we go. So get those arms and legs driving. And it's always really unfortunate when you try exercise for the first time and it's too much too soon, it makes symptoms worse, and then the perception is that the exercise hasn't worked or it's doing more harm than good. And very, very rarely is that the case. It's just that the exercise has not been dosed appropriately for the symptoms that you have. Stop there. Okay, and then we're going to do the hip hinge. You can do the hip hinge to the chair. You can do the hip hinge to the floor. But the idea is you're trying to keep a nice straight back, not too much bend in the knee. How much you have to bend your knee will depend on how flexible your hamstrings are. Mine are not very flexible, so I have to bend my knee a fair bit. If you've got, off we go. If you've got flexible hamstrings, you might be able to do it with a straight knee, but I certainly can't. So we're just driving up through the knees, up through the hips. Again, a very functional exercise if you want to be able to pick things up off the floor, which most of us do. and then we would just progress over time by adding a little bit of weight. 2, 1, and stop there. Well done. Really hope you found that helpful. If you did, then you may find the recent ebook that I wrote, which is a 70-page guide. It is the ultimate self-help osteoarthritis guidebook to support you managing your symptoms independently at home. There is a link to that guide in the description below the video if you would like to have a look. And there's lots of free follow-along workouts for osteoarthritis on the Genuine Physio YouTube channel. So check the YouTube channel out at your leisure so that you can improve your joint pain. And whilst you're doing that, I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.